This problem has an extra step. It's asking for square yards, which is area, and it gives you the length and width of a room. So the first step is to get this length and width to area, and you should know that to get the area of the room, we're going to multiply these. And when I do that, I get an answer in feet squared, which is area. Now I need to stop and think about sig figs because this is a multi-step problem, and it's better to not round it off after the first one and then do it again after the second one. It's better to round only once at the end. So we're going to look at this. I have 3 sig figs here, 3 here. This number really only has 3 sig figs, but rather than round it off, I'm just going to keep track. I'm going to mark that I have 3 sig figs, and a lot of times when I mark them, I don't mark all 3. I just mark the one farthest on the right that tells me that 5 is significant and the 4, 5 are not. Okay, now I'm ready to go to the next step. So I'm going to keep this in there. It's probably just still in my calculator anyway. And then on the next step, so I'm going to go to yards. And if you don't know, 3 feet is equal to 1 yard. And these English conversions like that, I'll give you a table on a test for anything that's involving English units. Metric I don't give you, but anyway, so that's an English conversion. So I'm going to put feet down here and yards there because I'm trying to get to feet to yards. And I put 3 feet here and 1 yard there. And you may think that's good, but the problem is this is feet squared. And so as it's written, this feet will only cancel one of those because that's feet times feet. Okay, so there's 2 ways I could do that. I could write this conversion factor a second time over here, or I could just show it like this. I'm going to square this and square that to make it so that I have the feet squared. Well, that ends up squaring the 3 as well. Okay, and I'm just writing that so you can see where I'm getting it. So I'm going to be dividing this number by 9, not 3. Okay, this is what my calculator gives me. And again, I'm going to look at sig figs. These numbers are exact because this is exact by definition. And so I'm going to go back to having 3 sig figs in this number. So for this one, I'm going to have 19.5, and the units will be square yards.